So I was having a reunion with some old friends of mine, and I was staying in this very quiet town in Ireland called Carlingford, which has got a population of about 500 people. And on our last night in this town, me and two friends went out and we got absolutely ruined in the local pub. We were destroyed already, and then it got to closing time at about 2 in the morning. I think there'd been a lock-in. And this old guy came up to us on crutches. He was like, "Oh lads, would you like to drink a bit more?" And because I was so smashed, I ended up giving the guy €30. And at that point we sort of didn't have much option but to carry on drinking. So he took us to this local green with a couple of other people there, from what I remember. And we had a big crate of beer and a bottle of something. I think it was Malibu. And ended up playing this drinking game where everyone was dealt a card, and whoever had the lowest card had to take off an item of clothing and then drink from the bottle. And it gets a bit hazy after that. I think we were there till about 4 in the morning. I vaguely remember somebody rugby tackling me into bed. And we were staying at this youth hostel, which was not even a youth hostel, it was like a kind of a kids' activity centre, the kind of place that you go to on holiday when you're on a school trip, when you're at primary school and stuff. We were like at least 10 years too old to be there in the first place. The next morning we'd wake up and I'd been okay, but my friend had vomited all over the floor. We had to run out the fire escape, while the one guy who was like only half destroyed to sort things out. And we then just went back to the village green and laid down, and we were being sick everywhere. And then at one point I thought I was okay and I stood up, and as I stood up I just felt appallingly bad. And I was being sick and I was shouting swear words and screaming my head off, and I looked to my right, and as I'd stood up this coach had turned up. And from this coach had descended this endless stream of old people who were there on their day out. And there they were, they'd been waiting for a lovely day out, and they were confronted with me. I had really bright blonde hair at the time, red in the face, vomiting my guts out and cursing God's name. And the day got worse from there, if you can believe it, but we'll leave it there. It was very, very bad indeed.